Hi, and welcome back. I'm super happy to see you here. I have a really special treat for you this week. There was a study that was done a while back where they took a group of kids who were about ready to take their SATs to get into college. Here in the US, we have these tests that are called SAT tests, and you have to take them to get into a university. So they took this big group of kids and they divided them into two groups. And they had a group that they asked to sit quietly and imagine that they were high-level, really intelligent professors. And the other group, they had them sit quietly and asked them to imagine that they were high-level performing athletes. Then after they each did their imagination, after each group did their imagining, they had them take the SAT tests. The group that imagined themselves as really intelligent professors scored much higher than the group that imagined themselves as athletes. Now, that may have something to do with, in our culture, at least in the United States, one of the things that I think we have as a subliminal or subconscious attitude is that professors are really brilliant and athletes may have excellent physical prowess, but normally are not quite as intelligent. That's not true, of course, and it's a terrible stereotype that we have, but it is true that we do have the stereotype. So as I was thinking about all this, I thought, what if we applied that to CRV? What if we applied that to our intention to get accurate information psychically? Would it work? So this was not by any means a clean research project, because with clean research you have to have, double-blind studies and you have to have everything clinically perfect. But what I did was, with some of the live stuff I was doing, not only with Club PRV, but also with my advanced groups, I said, let's try meditating for a few minutes and imagining that you're the very best remote viewer in the whole world, and then we'll do a target. And then we'll do it again, this time imagining that you're an archaeologist. Now, archaeologists are smart. They're brilliant, for the most part, we assume. And so what if you tried that? Would it have any effect on the outcome, on the scoring of the accuracy of your remote viewing session? So we did it with 3 groups overall, and the outcome of that was the majority of people were more accurate and did better by imagining themselves as the best remote viewer that ever lived than they did on the session in which they imagined themselves as an archaeologist. So what I'd like to do with you right now is I would like to do a meditation. Now, as you may know, I was a trained, certified hypnotherapist with a very thriving hypnotherapy business for 14 years in Amarillo, Texas. So I have the background, and I'd like to lead you right now in what I want to call a visualization. It's not really hypnosis. It's more like a meditative visualization where you're just going to get into a relaxed state, and I'm going to kind of guide you through a visualization of you being the very best remote viewer in the universe. Once I've guided you through this, then you'll go right into doing a remote viewing session. You can use the targets on my website at intuitivespecialists.com. Right at the bottom of the page, remote viewing targets. You should know where it is by now. Or you can use the free resources on Lynn Buchanan's website at crviewer.com. Once you have listened to this, go right into viewing. This recording is meant for you to use as a preliminary preparation to do remote viewing. Now, as you know, in the unit, these guys all had what they called the cool down. And for the one guy, it was listening to rock music. For another guy, it was listening to acid rock. For another guy, it was listening to scriptures on tape. For another guy, it was doing a list of duties or chores before getting started. Everybody had their little thing that they did. Some people like to work out before they do a remote viewing session. Other people want to garden or go for a walk. Other people want to meditate. And only you will know what really works best for you. But I'm going to create this recording for you, and you can use it from now on If you like, and if you find that it does well for you, this could become your cool down, where you just listen to this and then jump into doing a remote viewing session. The goal of this is to help you have more success in your remote viewing journey. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started. Okay, so as we get started, go ahead and just sit in a comfortable chair, hopefully one with arms. Sit with your feet flat on the floor. I don't recommend lying down because if you're like me, you'll just fall asleep. Once you're comfortable, and you can just always pause this, just take a moment to get comfy. And then once you're ready, just go ahead and close your eyes. Just allowing your eyes to close gently. Start out by taking a deep, slow, cleansing breath. Breathing into your belly, and then exhaling slowly. See if you can breathe in at one pace, and then let your breath go out slowly, more slowly than you breathed in. That's a known relaxation technique. Breathing in very slowly and deeply, in whatever way is comfortable for you, until I ask you to stop. Filling your belly with air and then just slowly releasing. And you can imagine, if you like, that with every breath you're breathing in, you're just breathing in peace and relaxation. And with every breath you exhale, you're just letting go of any tension, tightness, or negativity. Breathing in slowly and deeply. Breathing in peace and relaxation. Letting go of any tension, tightness, or negativity. Very good. You're doing really well. And as you continue to breathe, allow yourself to just move down a beautiful, safe staircase with nice, broad steps. And as you look at the staircase, watching your feet as you go down, know that you're perfectly safe at all times. It's impossible for you to fall or to fail. As you go down the steps, you can see beautiful brass numbers embedded in each step. Inlaid in the steps are the numbers 10 through 1. And as you begin down the staircase, I'm going to count slowly from 10 to 1. With each number I count, you'll find yourself relaxing more and more, going deeper and deeper with every number. Starting with the number 10, stepping down to step number 9, going deeper and deeper with each step. 8, 7, deeper and deeper, more and more relaxed. 6, 5, deeper and deeper. 4, you're getting close to the bottom now. 3, almost there. 2, and 1. Totally and completely relaxed. And you see before you a long hallway. Walk down the hallway towards a door at the end of the hallway. And as you get closer to the door, you'll know that when you go through that doorway, you will find yourself in a parallel universe in which you are the best remote viewer who has ever lived. World class. Approaching the doorway now, you put your hand on the doorknob, turning slowly and opening the door, stepping across the threshold into a parallel universe where you are the best remote viewer that has ever lived. Bask in the knowledge that you and your subconscious mind have developed an amazing friendship, a strong partnership in which you can trust each other completely. Your conscious mind is dependable and accurate. And you know that no matter what task comes your way, you're easily able to accept it because you know that you'll do excellently well. You're doing wonderfully. Breathing slowly and deeply. Seeing yourself. Notice your clothing. Notice if you're wearing any jewelry. Notice the type of shoes that you're wearing. Notice the colors that you're wearing. And now you're getting ready to do a remote viewing session. You sit down at your desk or your table, a stack of clean white paper nearby, your favorite remote viewing pen, and you begin your session. You are confident. You know you can do this. You've done it many times before. And you find that being the very best remote viewer in the universe is something that just comes naturally to you. It is the fruit of your intention and your efforts to make sure that both your conscious and subconscious minds work together in a seamless partnership, a union that is unbroken. You love remote viewing. You love being able to do written sessions with very accurate results. You love the structure that you learned in your practical remote viewing class, and you find that the structure comes to you now easily and effortlessly, that every session you do is done with ease and grace, and with each session you learn more and more about yourself and about the mysteries of the universe. And you know that you can depend on your results. You know that your results are always dependable and accurate. You're able to get details about any aspect of the target that you're asked to obtain. And because of this, you even enjoy remote viewing for yourself, questions and answers that you've always wanted to know. You know that you're limitless in your abilities. You could choose to view the dawn of time. You could choose to view other planets, other stars in the cosmos. You could choose to remember things that you've forgotten long ago. You can choose to find solutions to problems that seem to have no solution. You know that there's nothing that you cannot find out. There's nothing you cannot obtain because you are the best remote viewer who has ever lived. See yourself as the best remote viewer who has ever lived. The best remote viewer in the universe. You're not only world class as a remote viewer, you are universe class. See yourself at the table, writing on your paper, moving through the session swiftly, confidently. You know that editing is a thing of the past because every bit of information that comes into your head makes it onto the paper. Your structure is perfect, and the information rolls off your tongue and onto the paper with ease and grace. You're easily able to remote view anything. You can remote view events easily and effortlessly. You're easily able to describe activities accurately, even the motives that led up to activities and events and the repercussions that follow afterwards. You're easily able to remote view objects and people and locations. Perhaps in the past you felt somewhat limited in viewing this or that better than something else. But now you find that you excel in all areas of remote viewing. You're doing so well. Just take a few moments to bask in this imagination of you as the best remote viewer in the universe. See yourself scoring your session and note the very, very high level of accuracy. You love to practice. You love to score your sessions and do your summaries. You've become better than you ever imagined you could be, and you've discovered that there is no ceiling to your abilities as a remote viewer. You continually improve your remote viewing skills. You see the many satisfied people who you have helped through your remote viewing, the lives that you've saved. Yes, you are the best remote viewer in the universe. Now, in a moment, I'm going to bring you back to a normal level of consciousness. When I do, you'll open your eyes, feeling great, coming back to a totally normal level of consciousness, having energy flowing. Wiggle your hands and your feet. Smile. Let joy fill your heart. I hope you've enjoyed this little recording, and I'd love to hear back from you about how it's affecting your remote viewing, how your remote viewing is improving and getting better and better. I'm so proud of you, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.